Hey everybody, Everett's Live Music. I'm coming to you here on the 16th of September. This will be, I did a couple takes because, whatever. Hey, anyway, I got hacked the other day on my computer, It's kind of weird because I talked about it a while ago on one of the messages. That's so strange, dude, like too ironic. But this time the computer picked it up, whatever it is. But it's not the computer that picked it up. That's what happened. You think it is, and it's not. It shows up on your screen, and actually my computer starts talking back to me in a female voice that this is Microsoft and they're here to help, that my computer is frozen and whatever have you, man. I would hope it doesn't happen to you, but it just did. It was kind of ironic. I talked about it a while ago. I don't know where I'm trying to resolve it. I don't think they got anything. I canceled my bank accounts. I don't have anything. I'm poor. But just weird. Kind of strange. I don't like that. But hey, however it works out. Then they tell you your phone's compromised maybe, and then they tell you if you've been all these different places, you're like a terrorist now or something. It might be. It's kind of strange. You make a report about it. I did. You call your local police department. They'll tell you to call, like, I think the FBI or something. And then just like that, you do, and you make your little report and then go on. I don't know what to think about it. It's just another part of that fabric of who we are now and do anything we have to. It's weird. Really unfortunate that that's how this rolls. But I guess it's because we can't have just like one stream of a carrier, like, right? I mean, they say we do, but I think everybody's riding that same line. We're trying to keep that consumer happiness. I don't want to get away from or closer to something. It's kind of weird that it's so insecure at times. Whatever. Had I not let them in a little bit and talked to them and called them on the phone, it wouldn't have happened. So remember that too. If they tell you to call them on the phone, I don't always know if that's because I've called the IRS before and I've called other people. So I don't know, but hopefully that doesn't happen to you because I'm going through that now. It's happened before. I'm going through it again. Oh well. Watched a cool video, the other day. I got to throw that out there because that's really ironic. I just mentioned it a little while ago. But watching other people talk about stuff about the world and different stuff, and then we get going. And what I wanted to say is, however it is that you think, feel, and believe, I think it's our conscience that gets abandoned the most throughout our history. For some, as you're growing up, I mean, it's real simple, dude. Either, if I'm standing there, would you do it? If we really use that, but I stressed a little while ago how important it is that we need one another now, so I want to stay with that. We really do. We need each other. We need each other to prove that you can't, not like, we're not rising in like terroristic or joining together. We're just like tired of the different things that happen as a result of certain situations. I'm not sure that everybody agrees with me, and it'll be cool to hear like your point of view on it. But, do we need so much? I asked that a couple times in my music and stuff. But anyways, just trying to steer toward a tomorrow that's better for the next generation and keeping our conscience in front of it all. Because you know what's right or wrong, but we sidestep it because, like, growing up and raising a child for so many years, dude, just been like, she's really mellow, so it's cool. Maybe it's not like that for everyone. But the conscience of the questions when they're young, what would you do? Try it. because they're there when they're young, but as now she's coming to that age of 12 and she's not polluted or what do you call it, compromised. I won't ever think of it that way because we're just people and it's our society. But I think when we're younger and I try to express it, it's fully there, the conscience of, and it's like you're born with it. Maybe it's not for everyone, and you're right, probably there's a small percentage the conscience isn't there, but I think for a large part it's there. We need that back so bad, where that is the foundation of us. I would say that with the best intentions. And how we get there, it's everybody wanting the same thing. It is. And if it isn't, then it doesn't happen, man. Because you can't make a lot of stuff happen. But like today, dude, I'm going to get off of that. And, if you check out some of my live music, it'd be cool. Throw back some comments. Do something, would you? There's nothing coming back yet. But I'm going to try and get specialists to... They want so much money, man, to like check out your computer and then protect it. And I guess that's what we do, right? But I mentioned that a little while ago. It's really weird. Yeah, hire me and I'll take care of you. And I have that Norton search thing, but I guess when they jump from one window to the next, and it's so simple. It's not like I don't think I opened something. But they say everything can be compromised, and then I checked and they asked me to open my bank account, and that's when I stopped. But I did give some information, and that was unfortunate. But that's how this works, and it's kind of like I've always been so weirded out about that. It's like, why are we so like, you can't get me, It's even in conversations sometimes, man. I got the bet, you didn't realize that I had outwitted you, or it's okay to some degree, but where do we draw the lines on this stuff? But today was, dude, go garage sailing. For me, today's like, because the weather. Maybe you don't give a damn about. But, dude, it's a little drum set, man. And it's so cool. It's kind of like a toy drum set, but... I'm not playing it from the hip right now, but that's pretty cool. A buck. So much stuff never been used. There's so much stuff we can reuse. Anyway, man, I think like I'm doing like today, do garage sailors and like campers, man. You're like kind of cool, but then there's always those others out there. There's like an antique dealer or someone just piling stuff on like a trailer, dude, like getting as much as they can, as cheap as they can, and I'm pretty sure they're going to go sell it again. Maybe not. But a way of life, thinking about it like that, right? Why not turn and look at that for what it could be? We take care of one another, the stuff's like, man, I've already paid for it, got my use out of it. And it shouldn't be some sad story that you're begging, but just, why are we I guess that's a way of life, though, man. So many different angles of that I'd like to, share and expose, and not yeah, dude, if you're offended, then be offended, because that's what it is. And we need to talk more so we can get rid of that side of us. But when we're just sharing with one another what we need, but when the others come in with the trucks and there's not some big payload or some semi out there today in the neighborhood loading up all the stuff they can get as cheap as they can. But there are those, man. You're gonna make money off of it again and again, and if you can, and it's all right. It's what we do. But that conscience, man, using that for what's right and wrong, dude, instead of like hanging on to this Darwinism. I even threw that out the other day on the one message, man. I'm like, so let me ask you, do you think like perhaps throughout our history, right? So much has happened. And it's either been in some form of some God, right? Or some religious belief has forgiven you, or you were set on this path due to some previous texts that have been written. Or also, even on the Darwinism side of it, is like it's survival of the fittest. So those that are not well equipped enough to face the challenges that are presented before them on nature's level will find themselves, compromised and possibly extinct. I'd argue this that, no. As messages before, and I will try to exemplify, I guess, that is we are the greatest threat to the planet, people. If you see the planet as a planet, and we need to start there. So I'm going to cut that like that tonight. And man, I hope it's a really good rocking weekend for you, and good times, and the weather's changing for us here, man. And like that next week will be the fall solstice, and we will not be favoring the northern hemisphere. No longer will favor the approach of the sun. And there's going to be a lot of harvesting and parties, and I hope like outdoor activities, and for so many places this is such a big time. It has been since whenever, but for us here, wow, the mornings that get nice and stuff. But hanging on to that, man, like be cool, and take it easy, man. Peace.